What's good, y'all? My name is Kemet, and I'm tapping in for another episode of The Break Live. Appreciate that. Today's guest is Superstar Pride. His track Painting Pictures has everyone in a chokehold right now, especially on TikTok. It has over 50 million streams, Spotify streams on it, and it also cracked the Billboard Hot 100 Top 25, which is insane for a rookie. So much respect to that. As soon as he pulls up, we'll get a little bit into his journey, how he got into this point in his career, the song obviously, and some other things. So keep it locked. I'm gonna see if he's in the mix. But for those just now pulling up, today's guest for the Break Live, Superstar Pride. 1 second, y'all.
Yo,
Yo, what's good? Can you hear me?
you can hear me, Kimmy?
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me?
Say something.
Yo.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
All right, cool. What's good, man? How you living?
Man, what's poppin', man? I'm good. Just give me something to eat right now.
Yeah, I feel it. Well, shit, I ain't gonna hold you, man. You already know we're here to talk about your journey so far in the game. Obviously, your hit record, Painting Pictures, all that good jazz. So I'm just gonna ask some questions about how you got to this point in your career. Sound smooth with you?
It's cool.
For sure. All right, so off rip, I saw online a couple different things. I saw you from Batesville, then I saw you from Sardis. Can you clear the air on that? Where are you from?
Yeah, like, shit, my early days I was in Sardis, like, you know what I'm saying? I left Sardis at, like, 10. I left Sardis when I was, like, 10 with the Batesville. So I did, like, 10 years there and 10 years in Batesville. So shit, it's like an even trade.
For sure. It'd be like that. I got a similar journey between two different areas.
Yeah.
How would you describe growing up in both places? Or, like, what did you take out of each?
I got the business, like the business side, man, like out of the Batesville, the grit with the man, you know, I got that from Florida, like that was made, like that laid the foundation to be able to go on and do what I'm doing now.
Absolutely. I feel that.
So,
Yo, how would you describe, like, your childhood? How did you carry yourself? What type of things were you into?
shit, you know, I was into sports, you know, athlete, growing up, athlete. That's how I was, unstable athlete. Trying to, you know, they see him as a star, NFL star already. So shit, that's what my life was based around. You know what I'm saying? Sports and shit like that.
Okay. So you was heavy into football?
Yeah, football, basketball, baseball, like all that shit.
What would you say? All right, out of those three, what would you say you was the best at? Like, where were you the biggest problem?
Probably football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
What position did you play?
Quarterback.
Oh, straight up. All right, respect to it. When do you remember falling in love with music?
I was like 6. I was like 6 when I made my first song.
What?
Yeah, I was like 6. I had made my first song. It was like, I was sitting with my mama. My mama and her little friend guy. He was already rapping.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd be working on his little raps or whatever, and shit. But it was like, hey, what you be doing in school, shit like that. So shit, I told him what I be doing, and we ended up coming with some shit like sitting in the class, doing my work, teacher kind of talking about me tucking my shirt, making A's and B's, girls love to flirt, like shit like that, like, and it shit went from there. Like, I just kept on putting shit on that shit.
Wow. One, that's fire that you remember it. Two, that's dope that you got started so early. So you really been working at it for a while now.
For a while, for sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Respect to that. What was the track name? You remember? And, like, did you put it out or did you just kind
Nah,
of keep it in the
I was just a little dude. We just writing down some shit. Like we write down probably like 4 bars.
Yeah.
That's all I can remember at the time. But shit, that stuck with me.
Yeah. Absolutely. And laid the foundation for where you are now.
Exactly.
Who were some, outside of, you know, you trying your hand at starting to write music, like who were some artists that you remember listening to or maybe that you were influenced by, whether it was their journey or it was their music?
Yeah. I'm gonna say, like, I had hands on like Gotti music. Like Gotti CDs was coming through the hood a lot. So
yes.
we had Gotti music, but when it came to like role models and shit, you know, you had Get Rich or Die Trying, that was 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
You got Notorious and SBIG. So shit, them the only two movies you back and forth and with Juice, you know what I'm saying? So Tupac, Biggie, 50, and got it what I had hands on, but then what I was seeing on movies and shit. So of course, that what I was, you know what I'm saying, leaning toward fucking with them, like going into movies one day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
Hell yeah. All legendary artists, all legendary movies, just huge stamps on the culture all across. So that makes sense. What was the first track that you ever recorded and you actually put out?
Deep End. It's called Deep End. It's on SoundCloud. It's called Deep
Tell me a little bit
End.
about it.
Shit. It was like, I'd say I'm probably like 15. I was just going through thugging. I think Young Boy was out at the time.
Okay.
That when Young Boy had started going crazy, so it was that era right there. And shit, it was like on that style that hung, you know what I'm saying? It was like, heard this a bounty on my head, well bitch come and solve me. If I find out who you are, then I'm killing your mama.
Yeah.
And I ain't run from no nigga, put that on my mama. Know I'm scrapped. I'm creative, baby. I keep my line. I say you want water and I'm ready. Chop bug, got a scope and machete. Chop his head out just like I'm afraid. I know you done heard it. Young nigga deadly. Like shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah.
For sure. Straight like that. All right, so from that track, you put that out. Was that the track that first started getting you motion, or was it anything else or any other moments that kind of started to get you traction as an artist?
That track right there, I released that and didn't tell nobody I released it. So they're like 15, you know. So I dropped it on SoundCloud, and when I looked at the account, it may be like 1,500 views on it, and I was like, damn, for me not telling nobody that was good. But the first track that got me some real traction when I said I'm gonna be a real rapper at the age of 17 was shit called Free Walk. You feel me? It's called Free Walk. Yup.
Straight
up.
That
time right there, I think that's a vibing song. Like it got the 808 knocking in it, like you know what I'm saying? It's a good vibe to that song. And that kind of the Triller what made the jump pop. I ended up drinking out of like a drink machine or something on the Triller. And that shit was crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, what made you start rapping in the first place? Like I know you said you had kind of started early on, but what was that decision like for you to say, okay, I'm gonna start taking this seriously?
Shit, family ain't got nothing. Like you ain't got shit.
Yeah.
You when you come up with shit, like it's like all we see is, you know what I'm saying, young, you know what I'm saying, black men, all we see is shit, the money, the jury, and what's going on. Like shit, we sit on our phone, but we don't got no goddamn access to it in Mississippi. So it's like either you can keep doing this shit and like it's no help for us. You know what I'm saying, down there. Like shit.
100.
So on the point of it, it's like either you gonna go all in or you gonna be like everybody else, halfway in, halfway out, and just be a hood rapper. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta bow our way into the process. You trying to take that shit to the next level. Like for sure.
Absolutely. And talking about taking things to the next level, you obviously been getting bigger and bigger by month. I know last year you released your EP, 5 Pounds of Pressure. Was that your debut project, or was it something that came before then?
Yeah, that's my debut project.
Okay. All solid. We're gonna get into painting pictures in a second, but just overall, what kind of statement did you want to make with that?
That was my introduction to the industry. 5 Pounds of Pressure was my introduction to the industry.
Yeah.
Them was my first 5 master tracks ever.
Master, for sure. And a straight hit off of that. But before, let's go into patience a little bit. I really liked on the hook. You talked about losing faith in your plan, and learning that patience is key. So what motivated you to stay the course? You know, because getting on in music, especially in the South where there's so many different artists, that ain't no easy thing.
Right. So Patience was the last song that actually went on the album.
Really?
So that was the last song that it came to me. And it was at a time where she was slow. And I was on some shit like, do I want to rap? You feel me? And I was asking for a sign. Do I need to keep rapping? You feel me? And that song came to me in like 10, 15 minutes. So, and I had wrote that song like on a Chick-fil-A bag on the side of the curb. I was outside in the middle of nowhere just hustling. I think I was cleaning out some yards and shit, and then like shit was going through it, and man, I was like, if I'm supposed to be rapping, give me a sign. And patience came to me, like I'm talking about the whole song, straight up.
Sheesh, yeah, straight fire. Obviously on that same project, Painting Pictures, track that's been going crazy, top 25 Billboard hit, over 50 million streams on Spotify. You just put the video out like last week. That's already upwards, hitting that 2 million mark. So yeah, what's the story on how that came together? That's a fire introduction to you as an artist and obviously the whole project. But yeah, what's the word on that?
On Painting Pictures, how it come along?
Yeah.
Painting Pictures came along at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
It was 2 a.m. in the morning. I was asleep. Matter of fact, I fell asleep writing, and I woke up and I was listening to the same beat that I went to sleep on, but it wasn't hitting no more. So I clicked a new beat. And when I clicked another beat, I was down in sleep still. When I heard it, it was like, damn, you feel me? I was like, damn. I looked up at the time and the beat, and I was like, 2 a.m., the night's still young. And shit, like I say, when it comes to you like that, it'll be 10 minutes, you got a song, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the song wrote in 10, this song like 3-4 years old. Like I done freestyled this song like 3-4 videos. So shit, now it's just like I'm giving it to the world. But shit, when I got it, I knew what it was when I made it. Like,
hell yeah.
That type of shit.
I feel it. And obviously it was bolstered by a TikTok trend as well. Going crazy on that platform.
Right.
When did you notice that it was picking up on TikTok, like a legitimate viral moment on TikTok type shit?
I had worked all day and got home. The day I posted it, I was working all day, and I got made at home. Mama was like, it's about 11. Mama was like, you know, cause she a TikTok. I just made my TikTok like February 1st, so she really be on it, and I ain't really fuck with it, to be real. Like, so she had been sending me videos since like last year. Like by the time I dropped the EP, she was sending me a lot of TikTok videos. I never downloaded the app. So February 1st, I had went back home like a couple weeks, and in February 1st, I made a little page and shit. I post the updated haircut so they could see what's going on now. And another little trailer to give them some shit to listen to. Let them know I wasn't finna be dancing. And shit, the third video, I was like, I'm finna release the Painting Pictures on here and see what it'll do on TikTok. Shit, mama was like, it hit up like 250K in the first day. Like, and I was like,
first day?
It was like 250 by the time I made it home. Woo. And I when she told me, to be real, I was like, shit. TikTok numbers. So I went to sleep and slept on it. Came up, woke up the next day, and I was like, let me post another part of the video to see what it'll do.
Yeah. Just
to make sure it's real, you know what I'm saying? I want to see. So I posted that early, by 8. Shit, by noon, it was at like 2.2 million. So shit, when I seen that, it was like, shit, it's out of here. At that point, I was on what's next.
Straight up, straight out of here, like a rocket. Now, that's interesting as hell. And obviously, speaking of out of here, it cracked the Billboard top 25. It ain't no shade, no diss to no other artists, but it's a lot of people that have been around that struggle to kind of hit that mark. So where were you when you found out that it had went from debuting at 99, climbing all the way up to 25?
Shit, I was in Miami, goddamn, but shit, mentally, goddamn, they won't make nothing, but mentally, shit, I was at a point, I was like, man, this shit really crazy. Like, I ain't see this shit going to the Billboards. I seen me getting, you know what I'm saying, some views, going to a label, they pushing the song, maybe hitting on one day. You know what I'm saying?
You know how that go.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But me getting on the Billboards, like, nah, that ain't some shit I was looking for. Like, I'm gonna be real. They hit me up in the email personally. I was like, this shit fake. You feel me? I turned down like 2 of the Billboard emails. The third one was like the VP. Like, nigga, this shit real. Like,
Yeah.
real. Oh, God.
Yeah. No, I'd be like that though, because you already know, especially in the music industry, it's scammers all over the place. You
For
don't know who
sure.
they could be pretending to be.
Yeah, you
But
ain't trying to, nah, I ain't getting no info. None of that.
yeah, no, I feel it. I feel it. Outside of painting pictures, like, what would you say is the most underrated track on 5 Pounds of Pressure?
I'm gonna say that gangster bitch. You feel me? That
Woo!
gangster bitch crazy.
That's a hot one. Yeah, but tell me why. What's your thoughts on that? Why?
Because that's what I be looking for, like a friend girl. You know what I'm saying? They don't be wanna
Yeah.
fuck all the time, like on shit like that. So that was the song for, and then it give an explanation of where I'm from. Like we ain't got shit, but you know what I'm saying? Let me take you here and show you this shit. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's what it is.
All right. All real words. I'll make them respect it. You also talk about anxiety weighing you down. So I'm curious to know, like, now that your platform is rising, how do you deal with that? You know, now that you're kind of like blowing up, how do you kind of navigate that?
The same way I always have. I just tunnel vision.
Sure.
I don't get into this and this person and who that is, and I just focus on me. That's how I deal with it, focusing on self.
Yeah.
Not worried about nobody else. Like whatever they got going, it's them.
Yeah. For sure. That's very real. You already know the world is filled with so many different distractions. It'll do you in the quickest. So I hear that. Y'all got a few more questions for you. I gotta ask about your signature cut. You go to the YouTube comments, painting pictures right now. It's like the flow, check. The beat, check. The story, check. The haircut, check. So how'd you land on the fro hawk? I feel like, you know, hair for our culture, it can mean a lot of different things. Is there any rationale behind that?
And like I say, man, all this shit happened like around the time where shit was going bad. She was hard on me. And like my head was nappy as hell. I don't think I had got a haircut in probably like a year and a half. Like on some
damn.
shit.
Yeah.
It was shit was everywhere, like nappy shit, no line, none of that, just thugging city to city.
Yep.
On some, you know what I'm saying? Trapped out shit. And
Like
I pulled up on my uncle ass. They would chop my shit. My uncle, shit, pulled up on him. He been cutting my shit. Like, he always do the 5 haircuts for me. Like, I pulled up, he was like, bro, I'm finna cut your hair. But he was like, I'm finna give you your own look. He was like, I'm finna give you superstar. He like, you superstar, but I'm finna, like, the world gonna wanna be superstar. Like, that's what he was on. He like, I gotta give him something to, shit, the haircut gonna do it. So I'm like, man, fuck it, you know? It can't be nothing worse than what life doing right now. You feel me? So before I sat down, I didn't know what the hell it was. Like, I got down, it's like, you know, you go in the GTA barbershop and get a new haircut, walk back out. I sat down in the chair. All I know, he went to cut with the scissors. Goddamn, when I got up, looked in the mirror, I was like, damn. Like, it just felt like me.
Yeah.
So shit, that's what I stuck with. This shit, I'm keeping this shit till I die.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a dope story for sure. I'm glad I asked you that.
For sure.
Obviously you picking up right now. I'm sure the labels are calling. You know, if you can't reveal it or you can't say anything on it, that's cool, of course. But are you signed yet?
Nah, I ain't saying.
Okay. All right, for sure. And one more thing on that note, you're talking about your uncle saying you superstar. Are you going by just superstar now, or is it still superstar pride? Because I saw on your YouTube it was just superstar. But
Right.
yeah.
See, superstar just the name motherfucker just called me. Pride, my last name. That's my real name, Kadarius Pride. So
For
shit,
sure.
I just put superstar with pride. You feel what I'm saying? Cause everybody in the hood call me Pride. So shit, I said I want the world call me superstar. But if they want to call me Pride, they call me Pride or Pride or Superstar.
Yeah.
But I know what I'm shooting for. I just wanted to be straight superstar.
Facts.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel that. That's a strong name on the government side and on the stage name side. Speaking of you shooting and stuff, where do you see yourself in like 10 years? Like, where do you want to take your career? What will it take for you to be satisfied?
In 10 years from now,
Yeah.
I see myself bringing the music scene to Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
But my career, I don't really just go deep into that. I just make the music and keep it going. But overall, that's what the goal is, to release my music so I can get in place to put, other rappers and bring a scene to where I'm from.
Absolutely. And you're doing that right now as we speak. My last question to you, what does the rest of 2023 look like for you? What you working on? Anything you got planned that you can share and let the fans be aware of?
Dropping the album this year.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah, that bitch coming soon too.
Okay. Would you say
Yeah.
it's like an extension of what you already put out? Or are you trying any new styles?
All new shit.
All right.
It's all new shit. Like, it's all new shit, like 21 tracks.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So fans about to be fed for real, for real.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. No doubt. Looking forward to that. Yo, Superstar, that was all I had for you. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you want to mention? Leave for the folks?
Shit, I tell them, man, what you think you can't do, you can do. Like, shit, it's there. It's on the table. Keep grinding.
Real.
Like, shit.
Right.
That's all I can tell them. Like this.
Yeah. Words of wisdom from the man. Y'all heard it straight like that. Yo, I appreciate you for taking the time. This was a fire-ass interview. I appreciate you for being honest, and obviously double salute to your success so far. So, yeah, we're looking forward to what else you got coming up.
Respect.
Respect. Be easy.
All right.